Hi guys! Welcome to our channel. If you haven't been here before, we are the Gamer Girls, and today we are going to be discussing whether or not Fi and Demise are going to return in Tears of the Kingdom. So let's dive in! According to the Legend of Zelda timeline, Skyward Sword is the first game in the series. For those of you who haven't played Skyward Sword, this is your spoiler warning. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword follows Link and Zelda, who live on an island in the sky called Skyloft. But one day, while Zelda and Link are flying on their loft wings, a black tornado abducts Zelda and brings her to the surface below. That night, Link is awakened by this creature named Fi, who leads him to the Goddess Sword. Link, with his cool sword in new fashion, travels to the world below in search of Zelda. Along the way, he meets Ghirahim, who is actually searching for Zelda as well. Ghirahim antagonizes Link all the way until he travels to the Gate of Time and finds Zelda in the past. When he finds Zelda, she tells Link that she is actually the goddess Hylia reincarnated as a human. Crazy, right? With her newly awakened goddess powers, she transforms the Goddess Sword into the Master Sword that we all know today. She then imprisons herself in a sleep that will last thousands of years. Link, now needing to awaken Zelda, travels across the world to learn the 4 parts of the Song of the Hero, which is actually, if you listen close, just the Legend of Zelda theme song. Once he learns the song, Fi does some weird dancing and he goes back to the sealed grounds to see Zelda awaken. When he arrives there, Zelda emerges from her cocoon-like prison and falls into Link's arms. As Zelda and Link reunite, Ghirahim interrupts. He grabs Zelda and brings her through the Gate of Time so he can use her soul to revive Demise. Link follows Ghirahim through the Gate of Time, but when he arrives, Ghirahim had already begun his ritual. Ghirahim spots Link and battles him in a duel. Ghirahim also reveals that he's actually Demise's Master Sword, just as Fi is Link's. After Ghirahim gets a major butt-kicking, he says that while they were fighting, the ritual that he started continued, and now it was finished. At that moment, the imprisoned emerges from the ground and absorbs Zelda's soul, transforming him to his proper form. Demise pulls his Master Sword out of Ghirahim and sucks him into his sword. Yeah, I don't really know what he did in that part. If you know, leave a comment down below. Demise then creates a realm for him and Link to fight. Link joins Demise in his realm and the two of them fight to the death. After an epic battle, Link delivers the final blow. With Demise's last words, he bestowed a curse on Link and Zelda. Whoever had the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero would be bound to his hatred and malice for all of eternity, which has now come to be known as Ganondorf, or Ganon. Demise's malice is then sucked into the Master Sword, being trapped forever. Zelda, with her soul now free from Demise, finally reunites with Link and the weird guy named Groose. But at the very end, Fi comes out of the Master Sword and tells Link that she must remain in the Master Sword permanently to keep Demise from escaping. In an absolutely heartbreaking scene, Fi returns into the Master Sword for the last time, and Link places the sword into the pedestal. From a faraway glance at the sword, we can see that this temple is actually the well-known Temple of Time, from Ocarina of Time and many other Zelda entries. And this is where the curtain falls on Skyward Sword.
Now that we are refreshed on the story of Skyward Sword, we can get into the theory. Fi was trapped in the Master Sword to keep Demise imprisoned. But as we can see in the Tears of the Kingdom trailer, the Master Sword is broken. If you've watched our previous YouTube short, link in the description, you can see that Fi is actually in Breath of the Wild. But now that the Master Sword is broken, does that mean Fi is free? I know that a lot of people have mixed feelings about Fi, and most people would prefer to see Midna return in Tears of the Kingdom. But seeing her return in Tears of the Kingdom would still be pretty cool. In Breath of the Wild, Link doesn't have a sidekick, so having an iconic sidekick from the past return in Tears of the Kingdom would be pretty nostalgic. But maybe they'll bring back both Fi and Midna.
Now, let's get hypothetical. With the Master Sword broken and Fi free, what would be keeping Demise imprisoned? Perhaps if Demise were freed, he would reunite with Ganondorf and they would take over Hyrule together. Or maybe Demise would re-merge with Ganondorf, becoming even more powerful than he was in Skyward Sword. That would make for a pretty awesome fight, even if it wasn't a final boss. That would explain why we can see what looks like Demise in this clip from the final Tears of the Kingdom trailer. We also made a YouTube short about this too, link in the description. I'm sure that some of you are wondering that if Demise and Fi are free, would Ghirahim be freed too? The answer is yes. Ghirahim would be freed as well, seeing how he is Demise's Master Sword. Unfortunately, we probably wouldn't get to see him, because he'd already be in the form of Demise's Master Sword. Even if Fi and Ghirahim don't return to the world of Hyrule and Tears of the Kingdom, I have a strong feeling that we will definitely get to see Demise. That's all for today. We hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. See you again soon. Bye! If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to our channel for more gaming content.